warm welcome to this special interview. My name is Anoop Verma. I am the editor of ETGovernment, which is a vertical of the Economic Times, focused on covering government initiatives and policies. Today, our guest is Mr. U.J.M.Rao. He is a senior IRS officer of Indian Railways. Currently, he is serving as the managing director of Andhra Pradesh Metro Rail Corporation Limited. I come to Mr. Rao with the questions. We are going to talk about the initiatives that Andhra Pradesh Metro Rail Corporation is taking for building one of the best metro systems in the country. So, this Metro Rail Corporation was launched in 2015, and it is now operating the Visakhapatnam Metro and Vijayawada Metro. So, what are the unique features, most discerning features of this of the metro system that APMRC is developing?
Yeah, in 2015, in October, fag end of the year, AP Metro Rail Corporation has been incorporated by Government of Andhra Pradesh to implement two projects, one at Vijayawada and one at Visakhapatnam. So they have appointed DMRC as our consultants to prepare the DPRs for both the projects. Then it was ready in the middle of 2016, and we have sent it to the Government of India MOUD for scrutiny and final approval. So that when it is going on process, then in 17 May 2017, in the May month, Metro Rail Policy has been formulated by Government of India and given to all the states to follow it uniformly. Afterwards, they have sent the DPRs which are under scrutiny by Government of India back to the states, including Vijayawada, Visakhapatnam, to Andhra Pradesh APMRCL. At this point of time, when we are going to revise and all that, so a thought has come. This system DMRC has suggested for the core city inside the city, but it is more useful for the city outskirts where people are migrating from towns and villages to the big cities, and they are settling in the city outskirts, and they are traveling a long distance to reach their workplaces. So this is one constraint. They are not able to reach in time. So the production and productivity is getting affected. So required productivity and production is not coming, and people are also making a long journey from the 15 to 20 kilometers to the city center is a helpless task. So then the government said, we will go for a extended corridors covering the international airports also. So earlier it was 26 kilometers in Vijayawada, suggested by DMRC, that has been made 38.7 kilometers. And then for Visakhapatnam, it was 42.5 kilometers that DMRC suggested. And we have gone for 76.90 kilometers, so that extended. So a revised estimates need to have been done. And we have given this to the Government of India's approved consultants in urban transportation, UMTC, for doing a qualitative job for this. And the other thinking was the system which is in Delhi, Hyderabad, or in Mumbai is a heavy metro system where it is 3-car system. Each car is having capacity of 265 packs. That means one metro of 3 cars will be 800. Again, for expansion, it needs another 3 cars to be added. So it is a heavy system which is required for Delhi, Mumbai or Calcutta, like cities where the population is 1 crore and above. Is it required for my city? This is my question. Because at that point of time in 2017, 2018, the Kochi Metro, Lucknow Metro, and they have already started operation Jaipur Metro. These three have already started operations, but there is a big gap between the expectations and the real ridership. So that's why we thought a smaller system can do for the cities which are below 50 lakhs of people now, taking the demographic growth, population growth for the next 40 years. If you take, it will be double. Average demographic growth, if you take in India, it is 2.5%. So even if you take the rapid growth, it will not be more than 120, 140. So a light metro system, which is a two-car system, and we can add third car, fourth car, fifth car, like that. As many cars as possible, you can do that. And also the duration, headaway we call it, service to service, is 8 minutes maximum. So everywhere. So this 8 minutes can be brought down to 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, like that. Of course, we can bring it technically 2 minutes, but we are making to up to 3 minutes, because people have to, there should not be any stampede and hurry and all that. So we are making 3 minutes. With this calculations, this system will survive for the next 40 years. It will cater to the people easily. So I would suggest to all Type 2 and Type 3 cities that light metro rail system should be adopted by them, so that the capital cost is 20% less, and the OPEX, the expenses on O&M, is lesser by 25%. So this, why you should pay for a higher amounts in the beginning when it is not required?
Yes.
See, I am a IRAS finance officer from railways.
Yes.
More than 37 years, I was doing all this. You save, increase the revenues, all these things. So we tell in the terminology of finance terms, the amount saved now are spent lesser than what required is the saving. So it will be required for me, this big system will be required for me after 35 to 40 years. By that time, this system will worn out, and I have to I have to change it. I have to replace it with the new rolling stock and signaling systems, CBTC systems. So those systems, I will, at that time, I will upgrade it. So we have a provision that we can easily upgrade the system without much modifications to the civil structure and stations, etc. So there will not be any distractions. It's only some more things will be added. So that way I can spend this money after 40 years. So that's what this system we have chosen. In Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam, we are going with this system. For this, this system is called as LRT in the world elsewhere, and it is working successfully in 278 places in the world.
Okay.
So we have taken the technical assistance of KfW Germany, and we visited 3-4 places in Denmark, France, and Germany, and we have practically seen the system functioning. So we completely satisfied. We are convinced that this system will do in India also. So that's how we have gone, Anoop ji.
Yes.
Please.
I have done some surveys to find out exactly how many commuters you are expecting every day,
Yeah,
and how many commuters should come in order
yeah,
to make the project break even,
yeah.
financially
So
viable.
yeah, UMTC, they are the government of India's joint venture. So they have unbiasedly, methodically, they did the traffic survey and ridership survey, and they have arrived at the figures. They have taken all figures of public transport in the city and the outskirts covering this metro system, and they have made only some 10% to 20% as the share that will come after metro system is in this thing. Accordingly, they have assessed the ridership very conservatively. They did it.
Okay.
And according to that, it is in 2027. It is 5,19,000 average daily average ridership is 5,19,000, and in 2057, after 30 years, it will be 14 lakhs per day. That's what the assessment was made. However, since it is a PPP model, a private developer is taking, though they calculated the ridership and the ridership revenues, we have made it that first 10 years, only 70% is achievable. Next 10 years, 80% is achievable. Next last 10 years will be 90% of that is achievable. Because it should be too realistic. As much as possible, we have made it pruned down to realistic figures. So anything more, if the developer gets, it's a bonus. This was not made in any other place. They have shown that big figures. So we have made it after seeing many other metros. As a MD, I visited 10 metros and I have studied their working pattern, cost economics, and the revenue pattern, etc. And I have made certain cost cutting measures and cost saving measures, like that, some more avenues where we can increase the revenues. So this way, we have designed this system for Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam.
Okay. We keep hearing that a lot of futuristic technologies and futuristic designs are being implemented, conceived for the Visakhapatnam metro. So can you give us some insight into what you are exactly planning over there?
Yes, exactly. We are going for a smaller and smarter system. As I said, it is two-car system, but the same standard gauge like heavy metro, because when we upgrade, we should not change the tracks and all that.
Okay. The same track
will be there.
Okay.
Signaling system will be there, same thing, but something will be added at that time. But that signal system will not be distracted. That will be there. That will stay back, and something will be added. So this with the two-car system, the platform is 80 meters, whereas for the heavy metro at Delhi it is 120 meters platform, longer platform. When you have a longer platform, you have two entry points, one at south side, one at north side, two directions, and the other side also another two, four. So when it is 80, you can just have at the center of the this side one, that side one. I can right now I can avoid two entry points either side, the here one, there one. So entry point means it is three. One is elevators, one is escalators, and the other one is steps. Three types of things I have to provide. So this way we can bring down, and the platform shelter also smaller and all that. With the smaller stations right now, we are saving on capex by 20%. So when this system is 13th axle load, in the beginning, the civil structure also accordingly we can make it out. So these are the some are the things. In rolling stock also the fleet size will be smaller than the heavy metro. When the fleet size is smaller, then the procurement costs and all that will be automatically proportionately lesser. So these measures we have put it. However, for the commuter, for the traveling public, all comforts are same. You have the AC, these doors will be closed, complete 100% safety, pollution free, eco-friendly, convenient, reliable, punctual, saving time, everything. There is no difference between heavy metro or this thing. It's only more advantageous to the organization, to the operator. I will save money, but
Yes.
as far as commuter is concerned, he is Raja. Either it is heavy metro or light metro, he will be enjoying all comforts at an affordable.
So you are saying that the light rail transit system not only reduces the cost, it offers the same facilities that the heavy metros are offering.
Yes,
All,
yes,
all the same
100%.
facilities.
100%.
Any other advantage that you can see in this light rail transit system?
That's what I am telling. See, if 3-car system, each car having 265 people comes means 800 people they can go. 800 people means 16 buses. So 16
Yes.
buses will come, stand, and it will go away after 8 minutes, because 8 minutes is the, you cannot make it 15 minutes, 30 minutes for public transportation inside the city. So the standard, the conventional headway is 8 minutes maximum. So every 8 minutes, 16 buses will come and 16 buses will come go. So for 16 buses, I don't have that much ridership in the initial stages, and public criticism will be there. What a waste the government has made, and the cars are empty. So that look should not come. That look should not come. If 2-car system is there, that is sufficient right now. Okay. If 2 cars is not this thing, I will bring down the headway to 6 minutes. The
Okay.
moment it goes again another 6 minutes, another service will come, and these people they will be going. So people or commuters will not be dissatisfied, and I can avoid public criticism. Generally, if it is not, it is empty and not fully patronized, looks like patronized, because Delhi city and Lucknow city or Vizag city cannot be equated. So the biggest advantage is I am saving about 20%, means if in 10,000 crores, if I save 2,000 crores, that is a big amount.
It's a huge amount. Yes.
Huge amount. Not
Yes.
only in the beginning, during construction, afterwards also the energy charges will be lesser by 25%. We have calculated. I am not telling anything. The figures just like that. So I will show it on paper.
Oh.
So this way it is advantageous for not only for Visakhapatnam and Vijayawada, but also for Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities of Indian cities.
There are some media reports saying that the Visakhapatnam metro, Andhra Pradesh government is planning to make it the biggest, largest metro system in the world. So, in what way will it be largest? Largest in terms of net tracks, or in terms of capacity to move passengers?
Right. So this is the on PPP model. The metro rail systems are capital intensive projects. Since they are capital intensive projects, only governments are taking up. On PPP, very few are there. we have in India, we have Mumbai Line 1, about 11.8 kilometers, and Pune Line 3, which is 23 kilometers, and Hyderabad, it is 69 kilometers. So, this PPP is there in the world in 5-6 places. Right now, I have not that list, but everywhere it is the PPP mode, because there are 570 systems all over this thing. All are from government constructed and government operated this thing. Only from 5 systems are there in the elsewhere in Hong Kong, and somewhere it is there. In Japan also one line is there. Like that, in India, if you take it, there are already 3 systems. One is in Mumbai Line 1, Line 2, Line 3, everything there. Maharashtra government is doing that. And Pune Line 3, and Hyderabad, the whole Hyderabad, 69. This 69 kilometers is the longest metro on PPP model. So ours is 76.90 means 77 kilometers. So 69 say 8 kilometers, 8 kilometers is higher network than Hyderabad metro. So we claim it. It is the largest metro on PPP model.
Okay.
Private operated model, right?
So building a metro in a city is a very, I think it is one of the most challenging infrastructure related tasks.
Right.
So there's land acquisition issues. Even when DMRC was building in Delhi, I know from personal experience how much that Delhi was in chaos at that time. But now it's very comfortable. So what kind of challenges are you facing in spearheading these projects? And how are you managing these challenges?
We have constituted a high power steering committee consisting of senior level officers, right, taking from chief secretary. A committee has been formed from the state administration and the city administration, like collector, commissioner of police, commissioner GVMC, that is municipal corporation commissioner. All these people are in the committee. They are members. It was constituted by the government with the approval of Honorable CM. So this committee will help because it is a private operator is constructing this. They will be the nodal officer will be, of course, MD of AP Metro Rail Corporation. So if any problem, any corner comes, they will report to the MD. Then MD immediately take up this issue, and the concerned, whether it is civil administration concerned, or this is concerned about the law and order problem or some other problem, I will identify, and immediately I will sit with him and see that the problem is solved within 48 hours. This is our promise. So okay. that is one during the construction. About the land acquisition, I don't know whether you have visited any time to Vizag or not.
I have not.
Vizag is a planned city, a beautiful city, because of planning only. Roads inside the city also are very broad, very wide. So we have no issues of destruction of houses and all that. Very minimum in the first corner in old city. About for 1.5 kilometers, we have small houses. That is also occupied lands. So we are providing elsewhere with R&R commissioner's help. We are doing that. But bearing that 1.5 kilometers, we have no problem at all, and we will give 90% of the land. We will hand over to the concessionaire by the time concession agreement is signed.
Okay.
Even if it is government's project also, we will take the possession of the 100% land before start the work. There will not be any obstructions to continuance of the work. I repeat that there will not be.
Okay. Another the big challenge that for constructing a metro is, from my point of view, from a layman's point of view, is that you have to build very intricate engineering projects, bridges, tunnels, and through crowded areas, tracks through crowded areas. Sometimes you have to go at height, sometimes underground. So, how are you tackling these challenges?
No, actually, ours is a completely elevated elevated track, and at the international airport, about 4 kilometers it will be on road. That is, we call it at grade. So
Okay.
inside, because funnel issues will come, so we have made it that one, and the other 72 kilometers is elevated. And in this, about 60 kilometers is going on the national highway, which is given to state, because there is a outer ring road has come. Outer ring road with 6-lane line now newly constructed, and it is now operational. And they have given that old national highway to the state administration, to the state. So in that, the road is very wide. So we will be getting that 2.7 meters pillars. So there is no issue. And as I said, there are no houses and all that, but that city is a planned city. Wherever you go, the roads are very wide, and it looks like European cities. That's what I just wanted to tell you, that why I have told that whether you have seen the city or not. I invite you on this dais, on this forum, that to come to my city, be my guest, and I will just take you around. It's a beautiful city. So there is no such problems we are anticipating. As I said, I have a high-level committee we have already formed, and land acquisition also 50% I have already done it. Only we have to make some payments to take possession. That will also happen in this meantime. So I assure that land acquisition 100% I will hand it over to the developer for construction of this.
The metro systems require large amount of electricity power. So, are you taking some steps to ensure that some green power is used, and possibly the project can become net zero, or which might be very difficult, but at least some green sensibilities are handled.
Yeah. Because the system, when it comes, it is a zero pollution transport, and carbon credits will be earning by the city by this system and all. So we have already the government of Andhra Pradesh has extended power subsidy. It is the unit rates will be lesser than the industrial tariff. So special rate is being given, with which the energy charges will be very moderate and considerate. It will not hitch in any way. For that, we have already have discussions and meetings with our local state electricity board, and they said that yes, we can provide for this power consumption, whatever is required load, definitely we'll make it. And we have to have some substations and all, we have to install it at some places. All those things we have taken in the DPR, and we will, once construction is started, simultaneously these electrical power substations also will be built. And power-wise, there is no issue in Visakhapatnam. So we will have.
You are also taking some technologies from DMRC. Some kind of collaboration is going on.
Yes, DMRC is definitely a big brother to all the metros.
Yes.
We always look for their support or at least the guidance how to go about, and they are very good. And they, whenever we approach, they give us their valuable suggestions how to go about, how to go saving money and all these things. So, but there is no tie-up with the DMRC now, because we engaged in 2050 in the earlier DPR. They prepared the consultants for the DMRC, but since that system was shelved, and the light metro system we are now adopting, and it is for a extended this thing. We with DMRC we don't have a direct this thing now, but nevertheless, whenever we go to them, they help us with their technical knowledge. They are imparting to all metros, not only to to our Andhra Pradesh, but to others also. They are helping us.
So one last question: how do you see when this metro gets built, changing the life in Andhra Pradesh? What kind of social transformation, this metro system can lead to? Social and economic transformation.
Yeah. That's what I am. So the public transportation is earlier seen as just a transporter from one place to another place, but now it is seen as a economic growth engine. Metro rails are economic growth engines. How I am telling? Number one, the population growth comes, and the city, the installations like some industries or the collector office or municipal administration, all these things are there only. But people will be settling all around the city in the 360 degrees far away, because it is very difficult for them to take houses in the middle of the cities. It is very sky high. You have seen that in the industries, they are recruiting the people by giving 20 to 25,000 rupees per month, and the youth from villages, they come and join. And the 25,000, if he is paying 10,000 for rent only, and another 1,000 on the electricity, what he will take with the children? They have to go and transport to the schools, this and all that. That's why we are creating a robust, fast transportation system, that the people will be there only. Their houses is only 5,000 rupees rent, so they can come to their workplace within 40 minutes, 50 minutes, not more. Never will be more than that. And when you travel by metro, there is no pollution. There is no sound pollution. There is no dust pollution. There is no road congestion. So, in the road, due to road congestions, what is happening? It is a health hazard. Your
Yes.
health will indirectly go down. In cities, around the cities, there is industries. For industries, pollutions are generated by the industries. For that, pollution board is there. There is a regulatory authority. They go there and they will see that the effluents and everything, whether it is properly treated or not. And that's why the inspectorial authorities are there, and to check that, and it is in control. But what about the city pollution? Inside city, so many vehicles of different genre and different ages. One vehicle is 15 years, one vehicle is 10 years, one is that. So it produces a lot of pollution, and there is no proper system to control it. when we cannot adopt a fully controlled system, better way to avoid, how to avoid? You put a metro system where they will take the big chunk of commuters on this pollution-free transport. Automatically on roads, the transport vehicles will come down naturally. And these vehicles, these buses, we can send it to the corners of the city, other places where there is no metro. So this way, we have UMTA. UMTA is Unified Metropolitan Transport Authority. So,
Okay.
because otherwise, RTC, Road Transport Corporation, will say my buses should be there. I am old here and new to this city. So I will run my services like this only. So these issues will come with 2-3 transporters. So the UMTA will take care of that, and he will see what is the ridership, so that if the buses run in that volumes, after metro also comes, the occupancy ratio will come down. Is it not?
Yes.
Occupation ratio in the will come. So we have to take some buses and take to the new routes. Like that, it will be done. So these public transport systems are complementary, not competition.
So you are essentially saying that the metro, once it gets constructed, it will lead to social, economic, and environmental transformations in the city,
Yes.
betterment in the city.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much. No, in fact, there were some research studies in other countries. There, they have seen before metro and after metro. Studies were there. From before metro to after metro, the GDP growth has been doubled and tripled. So that way, that has increased in those places. So it is proven fact that the economy of the region, of the city and the region, will go very fast pace, at the very fast pace.
We see
if
that in
metro
Delhi
comes.
also.
Metro.
DMRC has had that kind of impact.
Achha, okay. Thank you. And any more?
I think it was very nice talking to you, sir. Very informative, and you shed a lot of light on all the metro projects that are going on in Andhra Pradesh.
Thank you so
we
much.
wish you best of luck
for
building this metro, and congratulations for spearheading this project.
Achha.
Thank you, Mr. Rao.
Thank you so much.